Ana Escobar, photo, submitted. Domestic violence victim advocates are rallying behind a candidate for a vacant judge position that the Metro Council will fill next week, but a councilman also vying for the job could have an inside track. In letters obtained by the Tennessean, leading voices in the fight against domestic violence said prosecutor Ana Escobar, one of 3 candidates for the judgeship in General Sessions Court, deserves the spot. They highlighted Escobar's experience handling domestic violence cases. Among other things, she has served as the domestic violence team leader for the Davidson County District Attorney's Office. That is significant, they argued, because domestic violence will be a special focus for the position. Ana has a unique perspective and will bring compassion and understanding to the courtroom, Pat Shea, former president and CEO of the YWCA of Nashville and Middle Tennessee, wrote in an open letter to the council. I have heard her speak to and about the brave women and men who have come forward to seek help. She makes them feel safe, heard, and important. Escobar was also the heavy favorite in a survey released Thursday by the Nashville Bar Association. She was highly recommended for the post by 50.8% of respondents. Councilman Nick Leonardo, an attorney who also serves as a legal analyst for News Channel 5, and Newton S. Holiday III, also have been nominated for the post. They were highly recommended by 8.4% and 3.8% of association members, respectively. Nick Leonardo, photo, submitted. Additionally, 16.4% of respondents recommended the council not select Holiday and 13.5% said the same for Leonardo. That compares with 5.9% for Escobar. The council's pick will take the Division III judgeship left vacant by Judge Angelita Blackshear Dalton, who was recently appointed as a criminal court judge. Division III is one of 3 general sessions courts that handle domestic violence cases on a rotating basis. The judges in those courts typically have specialized training on the issue. Escobar has already shown she has some support in the council. In May, when the council voted to replace former General Sessions Judge Casey Moreland, Escobar received 14 votes, but she lost to Judge Sam Coleman, who was a councilman at the time. Nashville Bar Association members backed Escobar in a survey then, too. When the council votes on Tuesday, a similar dynamic could be at play. Leonardo is asking his colleagues in the council to send him to the bench, and he seems to have a solid base of support among the council's influential minority caucus, which has about a dozen members. More, Metro Council picks Sam Coleman to replace former Nashville Judge Casey Moreland. But Leonardo has faced criticism from domestic violence victim advocates for his comments during a recent committee meeting, when he suggested mediation would be appropriate in many domestic violence cases. As an advocate for victims, it is more dangerous for the victim if mediation occurs and will only add to the power and control dynamics of the relationship, Tracy D. Thomasy, the outgoing president of the Nashville Coalition to End Domestic Violence, wrote in a letter to the council. I share the opinions of my colleagues, and I can tell you that many people who have contacted me feel like they cannot make a public comment stating their opinions as they have to work with whomever is appointed.